It's a buzz! We volunteered at Bash because we thought it'd be a good way to meet people, particularly being our first event. That went really well and we had a good time, and we ended up volunteering here as well. In December, we made a video and talked about how 2025 was the year we were going to try to build some community. And to do that, we said we were going to go to Escapees Bash in Lake Havasu. At Lake Havasu, we met someone who invited us or asked us if we wanted to go to Escapade. Escapade is kind of the big rally for escapees. This is more about learning and seeing vendors and things like that. We're going to go through our experience at Escapade and what we did while we were there. We enjoyed our time volunteering for the parking team at Bash, so we decided to do that for Escapade as well. Joining the parking team meant that we entered the event about 5 days early. So the event started on Sunday, so normal parking started on Sunday, and we got there on Tuesday.
Good morning!
You are all set and ready to go.
Oh, perfect.
Go straight up to those guys there, and that's where you'll show them exactly what you're looking for.
Thank you. I would have drove faster, but she told me I would get a ticket.
Parking team?
Yeah. Ah.
So you're, I'm sorry, what are your names? Emily and Nick?
Emily and Nick.
Okay.
Correct.
Well, you'll get to know us real well.
Yeah.
Yep. Plan on Crazyville.
Not a whole lot to talk about for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tuesday we came in, we had a small meeting with the parking team to understand what was going on. Wednesday we started parking. It was a very minimal number of people. Thursday, same thing, very minimal number of people. Friday we had a few more people show up, but still not a huge amount. And then Saturday and Sunday, it was about 50-50, so a couple hundred rigs each day. In the midst of all this, there was also an RV show on site from La Mesa, a local RV place, and they brought in 70 or 80 RVs to show off during the event. We'll have a specific video for the La Mesa RV show. We'll talk through some of the Class A's and the Super C's that Emily and I looked at, just for fun. Nothing that we're interested in right now. We love our Airstream. So starting Sunday night, we got into kind of what is Escapade. And Sunday night was basically the opening ceremonies. Everybody is there. Everybody's kind of interested in what's going on. The number of door prizes given away at all of these things is kind of insane. I think one night I counted like 18 different things were given away. So Sunday was kind of a nothing kind of day. After parking, we did opening ceremony and then kind of back to the rig after meeting a few people. Another thing I should mention is that right after opening ceremonies, they had kickoff cupcakes and they handed out, I don't know how many hundreds or whatever thousands of cupcakes, but Emily volunteered to help do that with a friend of hers. That was kind of a fun part of this as well. You got your welcome and then you got a cupcake, and then you went outside for a little bit of a happy hour meet and greet with the first timers. Before I move into Monday, I want to note that Emily and I both work, and so like a lot of times in the mornings, we're not available to go do things. Emily and I try to trade off when there are seminars that we want to attend and say like, oh, I'm busy, Emily might go, or Emily's busy, I might go. But that way we attend the seminars we want to. On Monday, there was a domicile services or a domicile seminar that I attended. It was quite interesting. I guess in my mind, the idea behind domicile is this is where I intend to live. But there's a little bit more to it than that I got to learn during that seminar. So that was the first seminar that I attended, and it was pretty good. It was domicile and kind of tax stuff. One of the things that we didn't realize is that like California, if you're just traveling in California and you're there for 9 months of the year and you're taking income there, really California could say, hey, you're here, you owe us income tax. So you'd have to file like a non-resident income tax statement. I don't know how many people actually do that, but it was kind of interesting to hear about. After that, Emily participated in the talent show, and you're gonna see some video of that, but Emily had to do like a quick tryout thing with the people that she was doing the talent show with. During the course of the day, we also walked through the market. The big one for us that we were very interested in is Open Roads. Open Roads was there and kind of one of the things we were interested in was talking to them about the toll transponder that they do with Innovative Tolls. We recently posted a video about how confusing the toll system is, and Open Roads has created, or Open Roads in conjunction with Innovative Tolls has created this transponder that works everywhere in the US minus the Mackinac Bridge, which I don't think they take transponders of any kind. So we were very interested in that. Otherwise, we walked through the market, kind of saw they've got like a rear view camera company and a TPMS company. And I think it's probably more like RV technology solutions, but those types of things. We are at the end of day one.
Official day one.
I don't have my badge. Now I have my badge.
So today is St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
And it's the first like full day. Yesterday was like check-in, so today's kind of day one. And we are going to watch a band called the Devil's Parade. And it's supposed to enhance our St. Patrick's Day fun.
Anyway, you have to have your badge everywhere you go here. And I forgot my badge. Now I have it back.
Now we're gonna go listen to some music.
The rest of Tuesday, we didn't do a whole lot else. There were a couple of seminars that I think we both would have liked to attended there. One of them was our like full-time RVers' role in human trafficking or stopping human trafficking. And I didn't get a chance to go because of work, but ultimately I think I got to kind of sync up with the person that led that event and talk about it a little bit. This is kind of an interesting idea behind, we've got a unique perspective, especially as we travel and stop at rest stops and truck stops and things like that. I already talked about it, but on Wednesday, we went back to the market. We bought our transponder from Open Roads. Wednesday is also the day that we went and walked through RVs at the Lamesa RV show. I find that interesting. I think the Super Cs are really cool looking. We went and toured through a couple of those and a couple of Class A's. So we got to look around and see what they look like. It's unbelievable to me how much space some of these have. Like one of them's got like a dance floor in it. Emily will go through some of those in a future video, but it was really cool to have that RV show on site. Then we got to Wednesday night. Wednesday night was Escapade. Escapade's Got Talent. We hung around for a little while. We got to see a couple people perform, you know, live, some people did like cover songs. Some people played original music. Emily and the parking crew that wore parrots during the greeting of people did a little dance at the beginning. It was kind of fun to watch, and so we got to do that. Some of the other seminars that we did while we were there, I stopped in on a boondocking seminar, and it was really like a Q&A versus a seminar. So it wasn't really someone talking through it. It was questions about it and what some people that do it a lot kind of find is the best solutions to things.
This is definitely the busiest room I've seen so far.
There's a lot of it in my mind that's still kind of open-ended and I'm not super comfortable with yet. And one of the things that I'm still trying to learn is how do you find great boondocking spots? So we'll keep trying that on our own and, you know, see what happens from there.
Tech advisor. I'm also the gadget guy. You may have seen columns in the magazine, that sort of thing. And I'm also an avid boondocker. I love boondocking. My wife and I were full-time RVers for 7 years, and then we're part-time now.
I think that's probably the one thing that's been lacking from the two boondocking seminars that I've been to, one at Escapade and one at Bash, is that no one really talks about how to find them. It's more of a figure it out or talk to your friends and they'll tell you where to go. We've been able to do some dry camping and we like that our rig affords us the opportunity to do that. With our solar and our batteries, we can last several days. In fact, we've gone, you know, up to 14 days. That's when we were at Bash, and then we've done a couple of, you know, week-long trips or week-long stays where we have not had power and we've used water like spigots to fill up our tank and all that kind of stuff. Emily went to a seminar on like health and fitness with Christine from Irene Iron Travels.
On multiple levels, and that's really where people struggle the most. When I started coaching, it was very obvious that it's easy for people to start.
And came back with some like good information. Thursday night, we went to another Escaper social. We ran into a friend of ours, David, that we met at Bash, and that was really cool. We made some new friends, Alex and Allie. After the Escaper social, we walked over to like the big social hour, and that was the Status Crows. And they were playing on the stage kind of out by Old Pueblo or the Green Room or that area. That was really fun. They're a fun band to watch. They do a lot of cover songs, and it's fun to watch them and kind of sing along or do whatever. There's a lot of people that dance. There's a lot of like fans of theirs. It's really kind of cool. Even more interesting is that they're also members of Escapees. Kind of a cool little thing that's kind of internal to the club. Thursday was the last day of this, so it runs like Sunday to Thursday. So it runs 5 days, but really 4 days, because by the time people get in on Sunday, it's really kind of a wash there. It's a lot shorter than Bash, but there's a lot more going on, I think, all the time versus Bash, which is mostly afternoons and things like that. Overall, we had a really good time at Escapade. We are planning on attending Escapade in Maine next year, so this year is in Tucson. I think every other year they do Tucson, and then the off years they do somewhere else. So they did Rock Springs, and next year is Maine. We're excited for that, and I really think it's going to work as part of our plans, because we definitely want to get up in that area. It's been really cool to kind of hang out with bigger groups of RVers and a lot of full-timers. We're happy to be making these connections and talking to people, and then also hanging out with them in these big events. We're definitely following through as much as we can with our developed community plan for this year.
Now we're at the happy hour after the Harvest Host presentation, and the line right now is, my guess, 200 people long. We're gonna go up there and around the corner. I'm gonna wait here for Emily.
We just registered for a small Airstream Club event in Oregon, and that'll happen, I think, in April. No, I think that'll happen in June. We still have the International Airstream International Rally, which is in York, Pennsylvania in August, and we're trying to kind of fill in where we can. Really cool for us is we just joined a new Airstream club. So kind of our local club now has moved from, I think it's the Florida Airstream Club, to now the Emerald Coast Airstream Club. We did that because a friend of ours, someone that we had met at another rally, started this club, and we wanted to be part of it because we really enjoyed our time with them. Don't forget to subscribe to follow our travels and see what we're doing the rest of this year. Throw in a comment, ask us questions about the rally, about what's better about Bash versus Escapade, or anything like that. We will happily answer those questions. We're excited to get moving out of the Southwest. We've been in this area for about 3 months now. We'll be heading into the Oklahoma and Colorado area pretty soon, and we're really excited for that. Thanks for watching.
GoPro, take photo.
Thanks, Rob.